Jack Pelton,
I've got a sharp.
come on up here. Can you come up here?
He's not here.
Well, you don't want to follow Fred Sparavon, but I will.
Was you involved in
This is a funny training story. It should have a special appeal to pilots because it has to do with precision flying. As you know, when you flew in the Air Force, you didn't just fly from here to there. You didn't make a turn. You made a 1 needle or 2 needle or needle and a half width turn, right? Is that, am I still remembering, Wes?
Needle hole in airspeed.
Yeah. But everything was done by, you didn't make a turn. It had to be specific, and you didn't dive or climb at just any old rate. It was a specific dive or climb for a specific purpose. And that was called precision flying. When I was in training, I learned to fly B-24s at Tarrant Field, Fort Worth, Texas. A crew on their first solo, that means a pilot and co-pilot and a flight engineer, flying these old stripped-down B-24s. And we're making their first takeoff, and they lost 2 engines on one side when they were about 100 feet in the air. Now that normally is just the end of everything. But these old light B-24s have been stripped down, had nothing on them. Would fly probably pretty well on one. But they took off, and you're leaving on the east-west air runway at Tarrant. There's a woods, and beyond the woods, the land drops down, and there's Lake Worth, which is a fairly good-sized lake. And these got just about 100 feet above these trees, and lost the 2 engines. They got them feathered properly. Got to the end of the woods and saw this lake and dove down as shallow dives they could make, turned into the good engines, which is proper. Called the tower, said we're coming back downwind. We've lost 2 engines on one side. The tower said you're clear. As they came in over the woods, they kept settling. They just couldn't maintain their altitude. Pretty soon they're down so that it looks like they're in the woods. And a couple seconds later they burst out of the woods. And here's the runway, and they don't have a gear down or nose wheel down yet. So they dropped the main gear, and just as the main gear dropped, the wheels contacted the ground. And they're holding off the nose wheel, holding it off, because it had not come down yet. And just they couldn't hold off any longer than the nose went down, and out popped the nose wheel, and they braked the plane to a stop. The pilot called the tower and says, "How's that for precision flying?"
Thanks, Jack.
I was not the pilot.
Thanks, Jack. Jack Pelton.